Welcome friends to my kitchen. Benvingi à minha cozinha. It's baking time. I love baking at this time. If you've seen my videos and during Christmas, you know I love to bake. So I'm gonna bake a Starbucks ginger molasses cookie. So I made them last year and everybody liked them, so I'm gonna make them again. So anyway, so that's where we're gonna do it. I have here about a cup and a half of soft butter. I put it in a microwave, but if you leave it overnight, you don't need to. 2 cups of brown sugar. And we're gonna beat the brown sugar with the butter. And we want this creamy. We want to cream these two together, these 2 items. Usually I stick, if it's a cookie that I like, or if I had good reviews, I'll stick with it. But most of the time, every year, I like to make a different cookie. We used to do a cookie exchange years ago. These days, everybody's busy, nobody has time. So, anyway. So I'm going to beat this for about 4 or 5 minutes. It needs to be beaten real good. Okay, it's been about 4 minutes that I beaten my butter and sugar. Now I need half a cup of dark molasses. Funny is, there are certain cookies that I don't know, they're so good, but I don't know why we only make them at Christmas time. These are one of those cookies. It is so good, but it doesn't feel like I want to make them throughout the year, the rest of the year. And I'm like, why not? But comes this time of the year, these cookies come out. So I'm going to beat this. I love the smell of molasses. Okay, now I have 2 eggs. And I'm gonna mix the eggs. Okay, so in here I have 4 teaspoons of baking soda. I have 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 1 1/2 of ginger, half of it of nutmeg, and half a teaspoon of salt. I doubled this recipe, and I will put the recipe in the description. I always make double because they go. So now I'm gonna mix the flour slowly with this. I'm gonna mix it by hand because I don't want this to be a tough cookie. If I mix too much with a mixer, it'll make a tough cookie. So I'll mix it by hand with my spatula. Love this cookie. And then we're gonna roll it in sugar before we bake it. Oh, that smell of molasses, cinnamon, And you know, we go to Starbucks and you buy this cookie. It's probably $3-4 for a cookie. No need for it. Make your own. Hardly buy that stuff at Starbucks because it's so expensive, and we can make it. Like I said, I've made it this last year and everybody loved this cookie, so I'll make it this year. I like to make different cookies. I don't like to keep the same cookie. Okay. And when I make a cookie, I try to make like 2 or 3 in one day because everything is a mess, so might as well finish. Molasses, I'm done. So when you decide you want to make cookies, pick the cookies you want to make. Get all the ingredients that you need and plan. One day you could make 2-3 cookies and you're done. So then you roll the cookie in the sugar and put it on a cookie sheet. Like I said, if you go buy one of these cookies at Starbucks, you're gonna pay $4 for it. Won't cost you probably $4 to make a whole recipe. So make these cookies. It's ginger molasses cookies. I know when you go to Starbucks everything looks good, but it costs these days. And that's what I used to do when my kids were home, because I would bake because there was things that they liked it, but I couldn't afford to go buy a bunch of stuff. So I would make it. And then when they were home, it got to a point we decided to have a cookie exchange. So maybe we would have, I don't know, sometimes 10 people. And everybody was supposed to bring a dozen cookies. So if everybody brought a dozen cookies, everybody took a cookie home. And depending on the amount we have, but I would say 10 people, no more than that. So how easy is it, how hard is it to make a dozen cookies? And we would get together. It was so much fun. I made so many friends with those cookies. And my kids had a variety of cookies all season long to try. And I didn't have to be baking a bunch of stuff. I baked still the stuff that I needed to bake for my customers or to give away for friends. I've been baking for years because I'd bake this and give it as people would place orders, and I would make it as gifts to give away for my friends. So anyway, and my oven is preheated at 350. And these will probably bake for about 15 to 20 minutes. So, and they're a delicious cookie. The smell in this house, when it comes this time of the year and I bake stuff, I love it. I think that's why I was supposed to have a bakery. I love the smell, but I don't want to be eating. But it was not meant to be, so I'm happy now what I have. I have all of you that are out there. Can't get any better than that. And I am very grateful for all of you all over the world that are watching my videos. Never did I dream I would be doing this, ever. Okay, so then I need a bowl with water, and I'm just gonna press the cookies down a little bit. You just want to press it. You don't need to press very much. And here we have our ginger molasses cookies from Starbucks. Okay friends, here it is, my ginger molasses cookies like Starbucks. Just took these are still hot. These are cool. And I'm gonna try to stack them in this container so I can preserve them for a little bit before I bag them. So and I'm gonna put it in this side and do it this way. Have them stand up so they don't smash against each other. This way. I'm going to let these cool a little bit more. But I want to try one bad one that just came out of the oven. Look at that cookie. Oh, it's so good. I've had my sugar, enough sugar for today. This is my second cookie. These are so good. So that afternoon pick me up. If you bake during Christmas time, make this cookie because everybody's gonna love it. The cinnamon, the molasses, that ginger, the nutmeg, it is a beautiful combination. So you give it a try to this recipe. I will leave the recipe on the description in Portuguese and in English. So for those that want to make it. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, click on the bell so you can be notified when I make my videos. Give me some thumbs up, share my videos on your social media and with your friends. And until next time, let's get cooking or baking, whatever you decide. I'm gonna eat this.